the Lakers are officially a joke. And maybe you could say they've been a joke in the past, but they are most definitely a joke now because they have just drafted Bronny James with the 55th pick of the 2024 NBA draft. And that is absolutely ridiculous. And I'm going to get into why I believe that the Lakers made a big mistake selecting Bronny James with the 55th pick. Now, for one thing, Bronny James was not projected to get drafted by hardly any draft experts outside of basically ESPN. And we know why, that they have been glazing Bronny the entire time because LeBron wanted his son to get drafted so bad for optics and to be drafted to the team that he is currently on, the Lakers. And the Lakers were dumb to give LeBron James his wish because all they had to do was wait for the draft to end and then just give Bronny James a call and say, hey, Bronny, we're going to take you as an undrafted free agent. And then he can be united with his dad and they can play on the same team for a couple of years until LeBron decides to go to another team or more likely retire from the league. And then Bronny, the NBA is going to kick him out of the league because he probably isn't going to develop most likely into a good enough player to be able to be worth a roster spot on an NBA team without his dad being there. So it's just insane for the Lakers to give LeBron James exactly what he wanted, to give him his wish of his son being drafted into the NBA when he averaged less than 5 points per game this past season at USC. He wasn't even a good basketball player in any facet of the game. And I hate that he had the heart condition, but him having the heart condition, and I'm glad he's better from that. I would not want anything bad to happen to Bronny James with his health in any way, shape, or form. But with him having that heart condition and he averaged under 5 points per game this past season in college, there is no way that any team would draft a player like that. And yes, you could say that most of the picks toward the bottom of the 2024 NBA draft in the second round weren't that great, but I know for sure that the Lakers could have got a better player than Bronny James with the 55th pick. Maybe get somebody that would actually be able to help their team be a little bit better next season. The Warriors got Trace Jackson-Davis with the 57th pick of the draft last year, and look what he's done. He was actually basically an all-rookie level player. I said that the NBA is officially a joke for letting this happen. The way the media is glazing Bronny right now is sick. TJD was drafted 57th last year, and he is leagues better than Bronny. It is despicable. And that's what makes it worse, because I watched the tail end of the second round of the draft, and they did not show hardly any of the draft selection. They did not even mention half the players, didn't even show none of their tape hardly, and if they did show a little bit, it was like for a couple of seconds. But when they got to the Lakers, they showed all the Lakers guys that were going to be making the decision to draft Bronny and their little headquarters laughing and joking around, and they said, we've never been so excited about a late second round pick before, when there's been tons of great late second round players still available. But they were not even concerned about any of those players in the past or this year as well. They were concerned about Bronny James, and you saw Stephen A. Smith and all those other guys up there talking about how excited they were for this pick and that it's a great moment in the NBA. This is absolutely a joke. I'm still going to watch the NBA, and I'm going to still watch the teams and players that I like, which there are a lot of players and teams that I do actually enjoy watching in the NBA, and I'm going to keep giving my unbiased takes on the NBA, but this shows that the league is an absolute joke. The Lakers are a joke, and I feel bad for JJ Redick a little bit that he actually has to deal with this now as the Lakers head coach, but he took the low-hanging fruit. He should have stayed as a commentator at ESPN. It would have been a lot better for him, but now he's going to have to suffer the consequences now that he took the Lakers head coaching job, where he has to do exactly what LeBron wants, which is including drafting his son, which he is not worth a draft pick at all whatsoever. Even if Bronny James came back to college, he probably would have never been worthy of a draft pick the way that he was playing. And even though I will say that the Lakers, they aren't the dumbest franchise I've ever seen. That's why I said one of them, because they did take Dalton Knecht with the 17th pick of the draft in the first round. If they had taken Bronny in the first round, that would have been even dumber. So thankfully, they did not go that far, and they weren't that stupid to take Bronny James in the first round. But still, it was dumb to take him with a draft pick at all. And I will always respect Michael Jordan infinitely over LeBron James. Even if you will say that LeBron James is a better player, I don't care. Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time, because he definitely was not an attention hog at the very least once he was out of the league, because Jeffrey Jordan, his son, he never got drafted. He never got to go off to the NBA because he just wasn't a good player. And guess what? Michael Jordan was not upset about that. He wasn't saying that his son should have been in the league, because he just wasn't worthy of it. And that's what should have happened here. Bronny James should not have been drafted. I would have even been okay with him being an undrafted free agent, but the fact that people are propping this guy up and saying that Bronny James, he's going to develop into something special because he's got the genes of his father, all these LeBron James stans and fanboys, it's absolutely ridiculous that you believe that. You must just really love LeBron that much to just be that clueless, but it is what it is, and there are draft grades on Bronny James going off to the Lakers, and I don't even care what what those grades are. I give this grade an F. I didn't give any of the first round grades yesterday an F. I gave the worst one a D+, but this is an absolute F. You can say that it's the 55th pick and it's not that consequential. Yes, that's true. But still, I do believe that Bronny James was nowhere worthy of being a draftable player. He should have been an undrafted free agent. Really, if he wasn't LeBron James' son, he wouldn't even have gotten taken as an undrafted free agent. But it is what it is. A lot of other teams got great players, and the Lakers did too with Dalton Connect, but it's still dumb. It shows that the NBA, it's all about the media cash grab. It has nothing to do with actual basketball, it seems, anymore, that we're propping up Bronny James so hard, even more so than the first overall pick. Basically, Bronny James is this year's Victor Wembanyama. Whereas Victor Wembanyama deserved all the praise and coverage he got last year, Bronny James does not, and he's only getting it because he is LeBron James' son. But if you are new to the channel, like and subscribe down below. It really helps out the channel. Glad you are back for another video, or if you are new, appreciate you for stopping by for the first time. And normally, I don't usually talk down to players like this, and I don't even have anything against Bronny James. I actually hope he ends up being a good player, and he can put all this stuff behind him with the media overhyping him and with his cardiac arrest. I don't have anything against the guy, but I just know that he is being overhyped. It's ridiculous, and the media isn't doing him any good by giving him all this attention that he definitely does not deserve. But the Lakers and the NBA, they are definitely a joke, but it is what it is. It's all about money these days. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below about the Lakers drafting LeBron James' son and how predictable that it was that they were going to take him with the 55th pick instead of getting a player that would have been a lot better at that spot and taking Bronny James as an undrafted free agent. And whether you believe like me that this proves that the NBA and the Lakers are definitely a joke. Subscribe to the channel if you like sports content. Like this video down below. Follow me on Twitter as well. Link is in the description, and I'll see you next time.